All right, this is what they look like in the spring. Nice, rounded shape of green foliage. Depending on how old they are, it determines the size. So this is younger than the one you saw previously. One of the things I love about Autumn Joy Sedum is that it is very structural and has texture. So when you look at this, you really want to come and touch it. So yeah, they just look so beautiful in every season. It's a 4-season interest plant for sure. You get this nice rounded shape full of greenness in the spring, and later on you'll get some blooms coming up in the summer. Now we come to one of the oldest ones. This would have to be at least 4 to 5 years old. And what you will also notice is that I still left some of the bloom heads still attached, so I could show you how easy it is to take these out. I'm not even bringing my pruners here because it's that easy, but I will be wearing gloves just in case. All right, so if you leave them on like this and they're pretty much completely dry, and of course you'll know when you have the new foliage coming up. When that happens, pretty much these are going to be dead, and you can tell. Look at that, they snap off really easily. So what you do is you just drag it. And don't worry, because these foliage, they're pretty strong. And then you just kind of twist it a little bit, and voila, you have all that. Kind of like, if you wanted to, you can make sure that you are not hitting any of the stems. So go through. Yeah, so you get a clearance right there. And then just twist. So we're gonna help guide it through so it's not bending the stem in a weird way. It should be fine too. It will flush back. The thing is, you just don't want to break it off, if at all possible. But even if you do that, don't worry. It should bounce back. Either the stem that you kind of bent a little bit, or if you do happen to damage it, just pinch it off and it should come back. It will flush out new leaves. This one's a little bit tougher, it's way in there. All right, now I'm gonna look to make sure that I'm not damaging anything. It's probably better if you're like on the other side. Yeah, so if it's possible, try to go all around so that way you're not having to take it out in a weird angle. So I'm going to try my best to do it from that side. And that's it. Look at that. Now all you see are the beautiful foliage. So pretty. Oh, I have another one right here. And that's it. Here's the last one that I did not do. So we'll take care of this really quickly. So while I am doing this, let me go over some tips. I know that you can always look online to see, to get pretty much any information you want now, but it does not beat experience. So that's what I would like to share with you. So this plant is pretty pest-free, but I will say last fall I did see aphids just hanging out on the stems, and also hanging out like closer to where the blooms are. They could have been where the blooms are as well, the bloom heads. So that is something to note, and that also tells me that I might have to reconsider what to do for the fall, whether I should cut these back so I don't have any aphids harboring in them. Otherwise, I have not noticed any other pests. I'm pretty sure there's like bugs here and there, but I don't see anything kind of like hanging out like I did with the aphids. These are very easy to propagate, and I would say the best time, I have done it in early spring, I've done it in the fall, but I think the best time would be to do it in late winter when you start seeing the leaves start emerging. If you have enough, like a big size enough, you can go ahead and propagate them, because at that time it's not too warm yet. Like I've noticed this spring has been warm, and I'm pretty sure next year might be the same thing, more likely. So I would say fall would be the second best time. Now this is just based on my experience. And late winter. I would say you can do it sometime in late February. That would be good. And the reason I'm saying that is because this way it's less work on you. Like this spring, it came out like it was summer. So because of that, if you were to say start propagating these, the cuttings, you would have to stay on top of watering, which I'm glad that I did not propagate any this spring at all, or in the late winter, just because I felt like I had enough, and I was just too lazy too, and did not expect spring to be as hot as it has been. So let me show you what you would do to propagate. I'm pretty sure you can look at this online as well. But all you have to do is just pinch, just like below the node. So the node is where you have leaves coming out. So you can just pinch below that. For example, like this, and then just take most of the leaves off and just save the top. I don't know, like for the sedum, you can leave like this much on and it'll be okay, and then just stick this in the ground and you will get a new plant. So let me show you, let's go to a shadier spot and I'll show you a few that were done last year. Ooh, I kind of stepped on one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here's one right here. Let me just show you some of the ones that were done here. Now, I believe I did this in the spring, maybe late spring, but I know that I had to stay on top of watering for at least 14 days. I always say a good month. If you can give any plant your attention for 1 month, just stay on top of watering, you will be better off. So this is what it looks like this year, and it's just going to get bigger by the end of the fall. So yeah, very easy. All I did was stick this in the ground just like that. You can root it in water as well. I'm pretty sure. I have never done it in water just because it's just as easy to stick it in the ground. This was done at the same time, and this was actually got eaten either by deer or a rabbit. And it is coming back nicely too, bigger than the one you just saw previously. And I believe there should be one around here. Here it is. There's that one. This is the last one. Yes, so yes, they are very tough. So they will come back for you nicely if you stick in the ground and stay on top of watering, at least for 14 days. We're gonna put this at the edge so we'll have a nice interest here. Just like that. And then we'll stay on top of watering this. There it is. And speaking of watering, once this plant is established, it is very tough. We live in the south here where we get lots of direct sunlight, and this plant still does really well. It can go through, I would say, a good period without water. I would say even a week. Now, even though it is drought tolerant, it does appreciate water. So I would say that if you can give it water, that is good. It won't, I have not seen one that has gotten too much water that it has rotted away, even when we get periods of just wet and wet and wet. So it can tolerate that extreme as well. And let's see what else. Yeah, I think I already mentioned that it's pretty much pest resistant except for the aphids that I remember seeing last fall. Design-wise, this plant can do great as a hedge because you saw that it, you know, like you have clumps of beautiful green foliage with lots of nice texture. So I could see myself going forward, start arranging them in a hedge, and I have a few spots that I would like to start doing that just because, you know, they're very easy to do. Once you have one plant, you don't have to go shopping for more plant. I think I started off with one or two and never bought another one. So if you are looking for a plant and you live in the same growing zone as I do here, 8A, where you get extreme direct sunlight, this plant will work great for you. It is a 4-season interest plant. It looks good every season: spring, summer, fall, and winter as well. And yeah, I feel like you can't go wrong with this. And if you love succulent plants, then this is another great plant to start utilizing in your own garden. I cannot say enough about what a good plant this is. And it is not aggressive. As you know, if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you know that I do not like plants that are aggressive, that can get, you know, they can go everywhere. I do not like that. So this plant is great for that purpose. You can just plop it, it grows in a clump, and if you want to divide or make more of it, you can. I mean, physically, you can actually manually do it, and if you don't want to, you can just leave it there, and each year it's just going to get bigger and more beautiful. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Terry, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. So with that, thank you again for watching this video, and until the next one, I hope you take care. Bye for now.